Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of
Candied Conversation.
I'm your co-host, Jasmine.
And I am Justin.
And we're back, guys.
We are back.
We, as some of you may know, we took a little break, a much needed break. There was just a lot, like literally within 1 month. I don't know how so many things can happen.
It was a lot of stuff.
But so many things were happening. And even before we officially decided that we were going to take a break, we had recorded episodes and then skipped a week randomly. But it was okay, it's just 1 week. Nobody's going to care or notice. It's all right. But then it was just kind of getting to be too much. We recorded one episode and then the camera stopped. And so we just...
A lot of stuff been going on.
Yeah. So I'll keep it general. Of course, everybody, we're a family.
Man, this is mad general.
What?
It's really general.
What? I didn't even start.
Oh, okay.
What the heck? I was about to go into... I was about to say we all have our family. So we were, just dealing with family stuff.
Okay.
We were both kind of transitioning or going through some type of transition or phase, career and work related. What else happened? Oh, I've hinted at it before in our previous episodes, here and there, sprinkle. But I started a whole business.
A whole business.
LLC. Yes. So, guys, if you don't know, here I am. I'm going to plug myself.
Oh, wow. Let me hear this plug. I'm ready.
I have started Picnics Deluxe, which is a luxury picnic styling company. Yes. So what we do for you is we come out and we give you the picnic of your dreams, spread it out. We're not doing no blankets on the floor, okay? We're doing tables.
Tables on the floor.
We are doing dinnerware, not paper plates.
Not paper plates.
Glass plates, okay? Not solo cups, wine glasses, okay? Flutes, champagne glasses, all right? Real cutlery, not no plastic joints that when you stick it in the chicken, it's going to break. The fork is going to break. No, we're not doing that. Fresh flowers, table runners, napkins, floor cushions, blankets. All you need is the perfect location and your picnic experience.
Ah, yes. Where can I find your picnic information?
So you can visit www.picnicsdeluxe.com.
Okay.
It is spelled just like deluxe, but it's not pronounced like deluxe. It's deluxe, French, okay? Or you can follow us on Instagram at Picnics Deluxe. That's it. That's all.
Get your picnics.
It's
summertime.
It is summertime. The weather's getting warmer.
You
can't complain about it being cold anymore because every episode before this, you were like, it was still cold. It's hot now, y'all, most days. Summertime's coming up. If you are in the DMV area, I would love to serve you. So just hit me up again, picnicsdeluxe.com or Instagram.
Check out the website. The pictures are
I worked very hard on this, guys.
I think that's an understatement.
It is an understatement. I was so super nervous, but now that we're finally started, launched, I feel a lot better. For anybody who has congratulated me so far, thank you. I really do appreciate it. And I can't wait to see, where we go, how it takes off. So that was something else. My hair is a different color. Your hair is a different length.
Yo, man, Jasmine, as soon as 2 weeks go by without a haircut, every day I get a ping. Be like, hey, when are you going to cut your hair?
Seriously,
hey, when are you going to cut your hair?
I think it's a little rare because a lot of men that I know are aware of this. I'm not trying to throw a shot at you. You will look at yourself and be like, it is probably time, but you won't do anything about it. So I'm just the cuckoo clock.
And I appreciate it. This is why we need each other.
And y'all, I want to look at my husband, okay? I keep telling him I want to look at you. Not saying I won't look at you.
I mean, that's what the other side of that
but
is.
I want other people to look at you.
You want other people to look at me? Yeah. I want the whole world looking at me.
Yeah, so that's something else. And then on top of all of this stuff, our baby keeps getting sick.
Oh my goodness.
Like literally
Air
this past month, it's been like 3 times she's gotten sick. So, y'all, it's probably more stuff, but I'm just going to kind of stop the list there. A lot has been going on. So we decided that it would be best for us to just take a break, kind of breathe, and I hate to say this, but like kind of just chop off that least priority responsibility.
Yeah, you guys aren't priority.
Like, no, the podcast is something that honestly we started just as like an outlet. I thought it would be something fun to do so that I could talk and, you know, just get whatever's on my mind off of it. And so, yeah, like we love the support and stuff for you guys, but like, honestly, we didn't start it for y'all.
Bottom of the list.
Like it was really like a more personal. No, stop. It was really like a more personal.
We don't care about y'all.
My point in saying all of this is that we were able to identify that it was necessary, and we didn't try to overdo it and like put so much on our shoulders or like overkill what we had to do. So it was just a couple of weeks and we're back now. Hopefully, again, life is still changing. Hopefully we'll be able to still keep up consistently, and yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Speaking of all this, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Okay. It is. So mental health breaks are important. I actually know like a couple of people who have had to take off not a vacation, but extended periods of time from like their jobs because like for mental health reasons. And so like I think it's really important. I know that the conversation is being more visible now on the subject, but I mean we're still gonna talk about it because I don't think it's still enough. So yeah, we're actually gonna get into that a little bit later. But for now, would you like to introduce our first segment of this episode?
Oh,
yes, guys.
Our new segment called Rapid Fire.
Rapid Fire questions. So a part of the break. Go ahead. Oh, were you going to say something?
Well, yeah, I was going to.
Go ahead.
I had a different intro in mind.
Go ahead.
I didn't talk to you about it.
Go ahead.
But yeah, I was just going to say rapid fire.
Then why didn't you say it?
Because you said it. Like I was doing the dramatic pause.
Oh, okay. So let's do it again.
No, you messed it up. Just go now. Just keep going. We'll keep working on it.
You were supposed to read my mind.
Trust me. I would love to.
So a part of the break too was supposed to be us like just kind of refreshing the content of this podcast. We do love and enjoy doing WTFM, but we didn't want you guys to get bored of it. We didn't want to get bored of it ourselves.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is a little difficult, like trying to pick something every week for certain individuals.
Yeah, I'm a very simple guy.
Yeah.
Nothing bothers me that much.
What we are going to do, we're not totally getting
Other
rid
than
of
the
it.
dogs. What?
We're not totally getting rid of it, right?
No.
So what are we going to do?
Oh, like we're pretty much alternating between different intro segments every episode. So
yeah, so
gonna keep it fresh. Tell us which ones you guys like and don't like, and
so this is the first of a few new ones, right? Yes, we're going to go ahead and start.
Oh boy!
Who's so? Tell them how it works though, because we can't just start doing something.
Okay, so it's how many questions is it again?
So it is not a specified number of questions, but 60 seconds.
60 seconds.
Yes.
So you need a timer.
Yes.
And basically, we're gonna be gathering some questions for each other, and we're gonna alternate on the specific episodes for Rapid Fire. So I think today Jasmine's gonna ask me questions.
Yes.
And the next episode of Rapid Fire, I'll ask her questions.
Yes.
So let's see. Yeah. Let's see what she has for me.
So you have 60 seconds.
Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes
to answer these questions.
Okay.
And let me do this. The time is going to start now. Oh, crap. All right. So, how many days does May have?
Oh my gosh.
Come on.
31.
All right. Finish the sentence. April showers bring.
Mayflowers.
Name 3 outdoor activities.
Swimming, biking, running.
What do you call the moisture on flowers in the morning?
Dew.
How do you say May 5th in Spanish?
I don't know.
A caterpillar goes into a blank before turning into a butterfly.
Whoa. I literally, like, I haven't said this word in a long time. I'm gonna pass.
All right, name a type of flower.
Jasmine.
When is Star Wars Day?
May 4th.
If you could sneeze from another part of your body besides your nose, where would it be from?
Butthole.
Name 3 mammals. Come on.
A whale. A horse.
Okay, come on.
A panda.
All right, that's time.
Hold on a second.
No.
The butterfly thing is killing me.
You still don't know.
No, I know what it is.
Okay, so let's see.
I just cannot think of the word to save my life right now.
Do you need a help with a letter?
Hold on. We gotta break right now because Justin feels like I need a...
Okay, would you like me to... I'm going to time how long this break is, actually. We're going to cut all this out, but I'm going to tell y'all how long it took. Okay?
Yeah, what is it? I don't know.
All right, so after 16 seconds, Justin has been defeated. He does not know what a caterpillar goes into.
It's a cocoon, golly! Oh my goodness. Cocoon. Oh wow, that was
I
literally have not thought about this in years.
Wow.
When was the last time I even saw a butterfly?
I've seen
cocoon.
Yes.
Goodness.
Shiloh was learning about them this week.
That killed me.
Last week. Yeah, so that was our first new segment of Rapid Fire Questions, guys. Let us know. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed that segment.
Cocoon.
But now we're going to move into Candied Conversation. No,
it's Old Taste and See, girl.
Man, it's been a long time, y'all.
Yeah, catch up.
Okay, so another thing that I have to say before we get into this is that I think that with the candies that we have been eating so far, it's been, I don't want to call it boring, but it was not... No. It wasn't 100% my vision when we first started. Like when we first started, I wanted to do new stuff that we hadn't tried before, but I also did want to like source the stuff from like different countries and get some international flavors that you don't usually see in America.
Okay.
And so like for a good majority of the episodes that we've had so far, it's been me going to like a local store and just being like, oh, I never had this before. Oh, it's Valentine's Day.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. But I did still want to like add in because we only did like that one from Japan the one time. So with that being said, today we have an international flavor or candy. It is called Coffee Crisp. And it hails from Canada. So, just up the street.
Canada.
Yeah, so.
Okay. Coffee Crisp.
Yes, I'm trying to get it on camera. Somebody left a comment and said.
Thank you. That person is really looking out for us.
Yes, and said, can y'all show the packaging before y'all eat?
Well, I don't think she said it
No.
That person's looking out for us.
No, they are.
Big ups.
No, I do. We do appreciate it. And I did say thank you. And that just goes to show, like, if anybody has any feedback, like, we're not going to get offended.
I'm going to get offended.
As long as it's constructive criticism, then it's cool. And if that's something that you want to see, we're more than happy to do it.
Yeah, thank you very much, though.
Let me know if that was good enough for you, okay? So I'm going to read the description. It is a waffle bar with coffee cream center and other natural flavors. I hate when they say that. But here we go. I've been really loving coffee-flavored stuff recently, so that's why I picked this one up.
Oh, boy.
And we only have
a bar.
I mean, do you want to?
I'm not gonna say what it looks like.
We only have one. So, do you want to bite it or you want me to break it?
Just break it and see.
Ooh, this.
Oh, it's strong. Okay.
All right.
Alrighty.
This is what the inside is looking like. Let's see if we can get it
to focus. Focus, camera, focus.
I don't know if it's going to.
Pull back a little. Nope.
Okay.
Toast.
Oh, it smells good. It smells like Starbucks. It
smells like coffee. Oh, wow. I had a second bite. This is actually pretty good.
It is good.
I really didn't expect this to be good. Not because it came from Canada. I heard somebody just said that.
What?
I'm joking.
Yeah, so.
This is actually really good.
Shout out to Canada.
All right, rate it. What would you give it?
Honestly, I don't know. I would give it maybe like an 8. I think my only gripe, right?
Okay, what is your only gripe?
Is that it had more of the smell of the coffee than the taste.
No, Jazz. That joint had the coffee taste.
I didn't say it didn't have it, but it just wasn't as...
It was a good balance between the chocolate and the coffee.
I would have liked a little bit more coffee taste.
Oh
That's all I'm saying.
You see, you can't satisfy nobody in this world.
You asked my opinion.
Oh, I did.
I did like the center. It was like the crunch.
Yes.
The little Rice Krispie crunch center. It was like that whole center part was that texture thing. I don't know. It was nice and good. I wasn't expecting either of us to actually eat the whole bar because that joint was thick.
Yeah, it was. But it was light. It was
like thick chocolate.
But it was good.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 9.
Okay, cool.
I'll give it a high score. I legitly enjoyed it.
Yes, I'm like I said, coffee and chocolate has been my jam. I get coffee flavored ice cream now. It's good. So
I have some stories about that one day for you guys.
What?
It's all right.
Besides the fact that the people don't put my brownie in my ice cream half the time when I ask for it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing to say.
Okay.
But yeah, so now that we got our candy, let's hop into some conversation. Let me talk to you for a second. Okay, so I'm about to read.
Okay.
I'm just prepping you. But earlier I was saying how mental health and like work and stuff like that.
Yes.
So there was an article that came out, which I didn't send you in advance, but I'm just going to highlight it for you, that was talking about millennials in the workplace and stuff.
Okay.
And I don't know if you've necessarily experienced anything like related to your age and working and, do you know what people generally say about millennials or?
Yeah, they don't want to work.
Yeah. All right. So the title is Older Millennials Made It to Management. Now they're wondering if they even want to be the boss. Yeah, so we are millennials, but we're not the older millennials. We are kind of like at the end of millennialism, if that's a word. It's not. So it's saying like as millennials begin to turn 40 in 2021, there's a series exploring how the oldest members of this generation grow into adulthood. But here's the interesting thing. The older one, we've been through it too, but we were just a little bit younger. But they had to go through the recession that was like in 2008.
Yes.
And then now we have this COVID-19 pandemic as well.
Yes.
So just think about the fact that they have tried to get their education, get all these degrees, gone through like all these like financial crises as a country with like within 15 years. And so student loan debt, trying to keep a job, trying to find a job that pays well enough. Like, is that stuff even worth it? Do they find that it's worth it? Because a lot of them are still in debt, like still have student loan debt. And so it kind of goes into that. But then, like you just said, we've gotten a bad rep since we started entering the workforce because people say that millennials are lazy and entitled. And here's the interesting thing, which I'm going to pause here and we'll talk about this. Another issue that people have with millennials is their quote unquote loyalty to company X. So a lot of people are not enjoying the fact that we like to move around. But so I don't know. I know that, like, for example, our parents are the type of people, and I'm not singling our parents out, but like that age group are more comfortable with, you know, the longevity and stuff like that. And we've even heard it from them. So I can speak on it, or you can go first. It doesn't matter. Like, I'll just start.
Okay.
I don't necessarily see
Wait.
What?
What is the question?
No, we're talking about whether it's a good versus a bad thing to move around.
Okay.
Because it was talking about how, like, we'll do 2 to 3 years somewhere, or 1 to 2 years somewhere,
yes.
and then be like, and realize the only way to advance is to go somewhere else. Because if you stay where you are, they're not really going to, you know, see your value. It'll be harder to get promoted. If you want to enter into management, it's it's just a little bit harder. So moving is oftentimes what we see as the best thing to do in order to, like, make it to the next step.
Okay.
So, do you want to go?
You can go.
Okay. So, I've experienced something a little bit. So, I wouldn't say in my experience it has been like a issue of like promotion or advancement, but I don't really believe in like that. I guess I'll say it bluntly, that I owe company X anything.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, it's like I have my own career and it's mine. Like, yes, I'm working for somebody, but I have to look out for, you know, my, what do they call it? Career advancement, or where I see myself in the future. And I'm constantly trying to nurture that. So if I were to end up somewhere, which I have ended up somewhere where it's like I got there and it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. And so literally within 6 months of being there, probably sooner than 6 months, but I know at 6 months, I had a conversation with my boss and I was like, hey, I'm bored. Like, this is not challenging. And you need to find something else for me to do because, like, I'm just not feeling it. And at that point, I also let him know, like, hey, once I get to a year, I'm probably going to start looking. And, like, looking back on it now and just knowing my personality and just the fact that I was so young at the time, like, I'm a little surprised that I did that. But at the same time, it was just like I was so passionate about, like, I cannot stay here because if I stayed there, I wouldn't have been I wouldn't have been able to apply the skills that I had acquired in my job. And therefore, you know, if you don't practice, you kind of lose stuff. So I didn't want to be in a position where I was basically, like, it felt like I was hurting myself or doing a disservice to myself because I was like, hey, if I lose all of my skills, then how am I going to get another job when it is time for me to move? Like, where am I going to go? How am I going to get another job? Am I going to have to completely change what I do because now I'm, like, so removed from, you know, current industry standard or whatever you want to call it. So for that reason, like, if it is a situation where it's like you just feel like it's not beneficial, I personally do not see it as being a problem.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, of course, you know, I have my most recent experience. Yes. I am trying myself to transition to somewhere else. And it's a situation where I enjoy the work that I do at this current place, enjoy the people, but just looking and just forecasting just the stuff that I know that's going to benefit my family as well as my intellectual growth. That's why I was moving. So I understand what you're saying, where it's like you want to keep growing your skills. And if one place is not doing it, then you can pretty much say that. And I'm not saying this one place for me wasn't going to keep growing my intellectual skill. It's just the things that I wanted to do, they weren't doing it, type of thing. So, and once again, it's like, it's difficult. It's a difficult choice for some people.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes on to just millennials jumping about and stuff, I honestly don't want to jump around.
Yeah.
Like I legitly want to find somewhere where I can stay for the next 20 years and just literally work. Like,
but I wouldn't. I'll just add, because I want you to clarify that you want to find a company, I guess. But you want there to be. I
want there to be growth in there. And it's like, and I'm an engineer, so it's like my growth is more so on the technical side of continuously doing projects and not having, downtime type of thing.
Yeah.
Like I want to be busy all the time. So it's like my growth is literally exercising all of my engineering skills that I've gotten and literally learning new things on just projects that I've haven't had a chance to learn new things on. So now when it comes on to like the growth of being a manager, I don't really want to be a manager. I'm not like when people talk about that, I'd be like, oh my gosh, Justin, you can take this track and be a manager and all that stuff. I was like, there's no appeal to that for me, because I literally right now in my life today, how old am I?
30.
Shut up. 28. I'm 28 years old. I literally just want to work. Like, give me the task. Mm-hmm. I'm going to do it. I'm going to crush it. I'm going to give it back to you and be like, hey, your deadline was when? 2 weeks?
Yeah.
I gave you this joint in 1 week. Give me something else.
So like, I get that. And that was actually the next point I was going to make or kind of touch on. So is there a reason though that you want to be that worker? Like, what is the reason that you don't want to be the manager?
Like, one, I want to be a technical specialist.
Yes.
So in all the stuff that I do, especially in my business and stuff, like I want to know every single detail of how that joint works. And I'm not saying managers can't do that, right?
Yeah, but in general, they don't, right?
In general, they don't. Yeah, that's true.
No, I just wanted to explain it because like everybody may not know like how for our career field, like how management versus
yeah.
Worker.
Now I must say, when I was in the electrical company, my manager was the technical specialist for everything. And like I literally like I loved working with the dude and all that type of stuff. And it was very fun because we got to like do a whole bunch of stuff all the time. But I would not want to do the management because of handling the people and the politics above.
Yes.
Now, is it that bad? I don't think it's that bad, but I also would prefer to just literally stick my nose in the technical stuff and I don't even care if like I do a project and all the management takes like what do you call it?
The credit?
Yeah. Like I literally
so you don't care about
like,
the credit.
I just want to do the stuff. Okay. Like just let me do the work.
Yeah. The article was kind of saying that people are kind of shying away from that, and I'm gonna jump back a few steps. You were saying people ask you about taking on like a management position because that's the next thing to do or the next step or whatever. And which is true generally. But a lot of people are starting, or a lot of millennials specifically are starting to like stray away from wanting that because they see how stressed out their managers are. And I have seen, you said the politics and all the whatever. Yeah. And imagine for as much as we do see, like how much don't we see that they have to go through. And I have my management has always seemed pretty stressed out.
So I don't have an issue with stressful situations personally. Because it's like, if I was in the situation, I'm going to do the job. Yeah. I don't have an issue with the stress. It's just the fact of that's not what I want to do. Yeah. So it's like, I think that's the thing with just the whole millennial thing that I don't appreciate of saying, they can't handle stress or, yada, 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 that type of stuff. Everybody can handle some stress.
No. And I'm not saying some stress, but there should be, like with anything in life, there are, there's a good amount, there's a little bit too much, there's a little bit too not enough. So I think that there is definitely a line where it can be like a lot. And you have to think about the fact that is only their day job. Then you come home, like us, we are married, we have a child, we have businesses. Like, okay, if something is taking up, this one girl here, she's like early 30s, she has the family, kids, whatever. She's working 70 hours a week.
Man.
Right. And a quote that she said, I'm not looking at it, but it was kind of like, she's like, people look at me and my husband, they see that we're making six figures and they just think that our life is just so perfect, but they don't realize like all the behind the scenes stuff. Like she has to miss some of her kids' plays. She's working like 70 hours a week, which, I work 80 hours in 2 weeks. So it's those kinds of things where, yes, some stress is good, as you like to say, but not all of it is good. And she even like was diagnosed with it didn't specify, but some type of chronic illness just because her work was stressing her out so much.
Man, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I wouldn't mind. I legitimately work 70 hours a week though. Between my day job and I'm talking my about just, business.
Yes.
Like,
I'm not saying that, but I don't know.
But I'm also that type of person where it's like if I'm not if for 1 week I didn't enjoy a particular task I was given in my day job, right? I always look forward to my side business where it's like I know I always enjoy doing that type of work.
Yeah.
So it's like I think in my mind, I have ways to balance how I feel about certain tasks because I'm able to find joy somewhere else real quick just to have that satisfaction.
Yeah.
And even in my day job, like there's stuff that I might like in that. And then I might be working on a project with my side business that I really don't like. And I just got to get it done. And I just remember, oh, shoot, well, I'm just doing this for this time. When I go to work on Monday, it's about to be fun and all that type of stuff. So...
yeah.
I honestly feel like everyone should have a hobby.
It's helpful, I guess.
Especially for people who legitly do jump around so much where it's so noticeable.
I think though sometimes it can be hard. Like some people may have hobbies, but when you have so many other things going on, like for example, when we were like, hey, we had to drop something and it had to be the podcast. Okay. Like maybe some people have like 4 and 5 things going on in their lives and they're like, hey, I have to drop my hobby. Because
but then it's like can't they just do what we did where we set a time and be like, we're going to wait for our personal stuff just to settle down and then we started back.
Well, I don't know. We're not talking about anybody.
I know we're not talking about anybody, but I'm just saying it's like I feel as though people, us millennials, we need to just figure out how to not be perceived in the way that the older generation is perceiving us. Now,
but I don't even know why. Correct? So I was reading it and they were, which I have always thought like, okay, right now, the millennials are getting this bad reputation or whatever because we're just younger. Okay. But like when, for example, like the baby boomers or the Gen...
You can't say... That's a bad word.
Gen Y... I don't know. Are we Gen X? Y? No, Gen X was before us. Like, y'all were young too. So like when you were in the workplace, were you getting the same?
They probably were.
Yeah. So like, why are you doing it to us?
That's a circle. Like, what is it? The cycle of life?
Circle of life. Yeah. Because I think I was reading and it said like at one point the baby boomers were getting the same type of reputation just however many years ago. So I don't know. I don't know like what, and I think maybe it's the technology that's around now. Like maybe they're like, oh, but this is... I'm not going to do that. Back in my day, we had to go and fax the thing and now y'all can just email. Like, I don't know.
No, okay. I can see I can see a point to how each generation treats the other generation, right? Because let's say, the oldest generation, they have just grown so wise and acquired so many skills that they have the path in their head to get something done, right?
Yeah.
And of course, they're trying to communicate that to the younger people. But of course, we think of, we have another way of doing it, right? Because, what? Younger people think there's many ways to skin a cat type of thing, right? The reason I'm saying this is I had an experience of, in my company, I was trying to utilize just a younger guy's skills just because I wanted a different flavor on one of the songs I was working on, right? So I asked him to mix it, and essentially I wasn't getting the drive from him where it's like, oh, we got to get this done, we got to knock it out, like I would if somebody was paying me, right? So when people pay me, like I literally like have the drive of, yo, I'm gonna make sure your stuff is good. I'm gonna boom, 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 right? And he was just so relaxed about stuff and not getting the stuff done to a certain point where I was like, bro, I can't use you anymore.
So what was the point of that?
And my point of that is I think the older generation is they just have the mindset of how something should get done, and they're expecting from the younger people, but the younger people aren't giving it to them. So I think it's a expectation situation.
How did that story go with what you just said?
I literally you didn't hear my introduction?
I did, but you're saying he moved slow, you move fast.
Yes, and I'm saying that I had the expectation of him moving fast, and he didn't.
Okay, I get it. No, I understand. And I think that, like, for us, talking about somebody older than us, they just had, like, a certain their process was just longer. No, seriously. Like, if you wanted to communicate with somebody,
yes,
like, for example, if it's a document, first you have to photocopy it, then fax it, call them, say, hey, did you get the fax? No, something, like where we just click an email or a button. So
do you think that since the new processes can be much faster nowadays, they don't think that you put a lot of work into stuff?
I think that is it. But what I think that they're missing is that now we can get more things done. Like it probably used to take for Project X, it could have taken like 6 months to complete some years ago. But now maybe we can do it in a month or 2 weeks or something like that. And so because we can do it faster, then now we can make more of the things.
Well, I think they also might be adjusted to productivity as well. Because it's like some people are just lazy though.
Yeah, that is true.
So even if you can do something faster, it doesn't mean it's going to happen.
But I will say that we probably do. I'm not going to argue with the fact that like we have the expectation of instant gratification. Like, I'm not gonna argue with that. Now,
if you don't get it, you want to move.
The younger Jones than us, like they're even worse because like I feel like for millennials though, we have experienced the kind of the both sides of the world where we have seen stuff where it took a little bit longer. For example, like dial-up. You remember dial-up and having to wait like 20 minutes to get on the internet. Yeah. But like somebody 5 or 10 years younger than us doesn't have any clue what the heck that is. Ooh. They probably don't even always know that you can use internet is like a physical thing that you can plug in, and they just, no Wi-Fi. So it's those kinds of things where I think we've kind of experienced a little bit of each, and so I think we may have more of an appreciation for kind of where we are now than people younger.
Well, did we get off topic?
No. I think we're still like in the realm of topic. The only other thing that I was going to bring up was just like there's this, y'all know there's all the discrimination categories in the workforce. Yes. And there's the age discrimination one.
Yes, you can't age discriminate.
Now, yes. That only protects the older people.
It does not.
Yeah, no. In general, the reason that is there is for the older people.
And the younger people.
No, it's not. You're not. Because usually it says age like 40 or over or something. Like there's an age on it.
Okay.
And I disagree with that because it is like well known, like we just said, that people think that millennials are this and that, and they don't do this. And because we're young, they don't think that we know anything and that we don't know what we're doing and da 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 da. So it's like I have to get a few gray hairs before somebody actually trusts me. And
yeah, okay.
but it's like, but I can't get mad that Joe doesn't know how to use a keyboard. So I that's the last thing I want to say. I don't think it's fair, and I know that, you know.
Well, just to say this, just because it's on my mind, I feel like each generation should just help everybody.
Yes,
because like there's stuff that the older generation knows. Pass down the information, man. Just pass it down. And there's stuff that we have learned just because of technology that we can pass information up. And I think both generations or all generations should just have a little bit of patience and work on the trust skills a little bit, because that's something that I'm seeing in the workplace a lot is nobody trusts anyone to like just get something done. And yes, people make mistakes. I'm never gonna say no one's gonna make. Everyone's a human, right? From the young to the old. But I do want to say some trust needs to be into this game, because it's difficult to work with somebody who doesn't trust you, and it's difficult to know that, hey, that person doesn't trust me, so why should I help them in the first place? I don't know.
I guess so. I just want the age protection of all ages. That's all.
You can put that.
I'm about to be an advocate for age discrimination.
Yeah, try it out.
Yeah.
Tell me how it goes.
That's pretty much it. We are going to make sure that we link the article in the show notes as well as in the description box for people watching on video. That's it, right?
Yeah.
Yes, guys, we're so happy to be back. Happy Star Wars Day. It's May 4th. May the 4th be with you. It has been, I think that's one of the questions you didn't. Oh, Cinco de Mayo is how you say May 5th in Spanish.
Oh, I knew that. I just wanted to lead you guys on a little bit.
Yeah, guys. So we will see you next Tuesday, or catch you next Tuesday. Make sure that you follow us on our Instagram page if you have not already. Oh, we didn't ask a question. Did we ask a question this week?
Yeah. What is if you are?
I would say I don't know what our like age demographic is, but I'm just gonna assume that it's mostly millennials. If that helps with your question. Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay, go ahead. Ask.
I don't know. I don't have a question.
So what was the if you are?
I was gonna be like, if you are, is it the baby boomers?
No. So let me just ask this question. It could be like a quick yes or no. Have you experienced any type of age discrimination?
That is a good question.
The workplace?
That's why you asked the question.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. So let us know. If you experienced it, and if you want to go into any more detail, again, you can always comment, send us a message, so that we can read your guys' answers on our next episode. Make sure that if you're watching, you like the video and you comment. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, subscribe. If you are listening, make sure that you subscribe, rate, and review the podcast. It has been a pleasure, and we will catch you guys on the next one.
Peace.